this is Prometheus giving you another draft championship gameplay. This is going to be with my Arizona playbook on offense and defense. I want to show you my team just so you haven't seen it, because I know that I usually run a bunch of Madden Ultimate Teams and show you some schemes before I jump into draft champions. So you can see I got a gold line all across the board. Didn't draft any linemen, but I actually got 2 tight ends, which is good because I'm going to have a lot of tight end play in this particular formation. Also, I've got Antonio Brown, not a big wide receiver, but obviously a very elite receiver. He's got good catching, good route. And then I've got Butler. Bryce Butler as a big body receiver, fairly good catch in traffic. Ebron is actually going to be my wild card. I'm going to actually put him all over the field, and I do have a 4 wide receiver set where I'm going to basically have him in my 4 slot. Hearns is my other backup. I've got Miller, which is actually very fast running back, 91 speed, so I should be able to hit the edge with it. And then I've got Brady as my quarterback, so that's ideal for me because I don't really take off my quarterback. I don't really depend on a scrambling quarterback, but he's got all the attributes to be very successful. On defense, I actually misdrafted. I got 1 extra player that I really didn't need, which was a strong safety. I was a little bit nervous about that, making sure I had my 3 linebackers, which are studs, and then I actually started drafting defensive backs because I wanted to be able to run a certain scheme. But I'm probably going to be using the nickel double A gap as my primary scheme right here. So my edge rushers actually got really good block shed, so that actually should shore things up for me. I've got a middle linebacker right here as Curse, and Kraus is going to be my guy right here. Hopefully I'll be able to get some pressure off the edge with Pryor, but I'll probably go ahead and maybe put a corner in that position so I got a little bit more speed coming off the edge right there. So let's go ahead and jump into the scheme. Also, this is season 4, so right now I'm actually going through some placement matches, so I might actually play inferior opponents simply because they're just matching us up to whoever, but we'll see how things work out. All right, so I'm going to go against CJ126025. He's got a fairly stacked team, but we both got stacked teams as far as high cards pulled for draft champions. And we're in the Panther Stadium, and he's rolling with the Panthers, so that's a good situation for us. It looks like I've got the old Steelers uniforms, which wasn't intentional. It just, I think that was just what I got stuck with because of the way my series ended. And let's see if this guy takes it out, which he shouldn't have, the way I got a hold of that ball. So on the 15-yard line, I'm going to come out into the nickel double A gap as our base defense, and we're gonna leave our free safety inside and come out of our base play, which is going to be the Will Buck. And got the edge right there. Went with a little outside run with Peterson, but the defensive back came down and cleaned that up. All right, so I'm going to go with coverage right here. I've got to play the seam where Gilmore's at. And Rivas makes a huge play for me right there. That almost got picked off. That might have been a huge play right there. So we're going to go ahead and try to hit him with some pressure. Oh, and he threw it right to me. He threw it right to me. That should have been intercepted right there. And he's going to pump the ball. And he's actually going to go ahead and go for it. And that might be a quick quit out by this guy because he just streaked it up in 4 verticals, and he's giving me a short field to go ahead and punch the ball in the end zone. So let's go ahead and hit him with a nice little pitch to the outside. we go. So pretty good containment. His defensive back actually didn't get picked up by one of my blockers and went into cover one hole, which is actually a good run defense. Not a lot of people use it because against man, you're going to eat someone up eventually. There you go. So Eberron's able to go ahead and get a nice little completion right there. Pick up a few yards for me. So he's staying in these man blitzes. And I'm not going to stay under center. I'm going to go back to ace posts. We're going to go into smash. God damn it. That defender got in the way. So I'm going to go ahead and take the points. It would have been better if I was actually to go ahead and get a touchdown here, but you got to go ahead and make your opponent pay for it. For not actually going ahead and getting the ball in the by turning the ball over. You got to take those points. You can't give this guy any kind of life whatsoever. So anytime you get a chance to score, take those points when you can go up in a lead. So once again, a hasty return. He got the ball up to the 16-yard line. We're going to stay in this double A gap, giving people some problems so far. And the pressure got off probably his bad line right there, so I'll take it. And he just threw it right to me. That was just a bad pass. So I might get this guy to quit out because that's 2 bad passes. That inside cross is actually a very deadly play. So let's just go into the fullback dive and just try to pound this guy up the middle. So 3 yards on the ground. You wanted to cover 2 sink. Just couldn't hit the outside right there. So I'm not running the ball really efficiently, and he was in a man blitz right there. So just another opportunity for him. Let's go into snugs. Let's hit him with play action cross. Butler should be wide open on this play. There you go. And I came up a little bit short. Let's see what kind of defense this guy's got against QB sneaks. Nothing. No QB sneak defense, whatever. He had nothing set up for that. All right, he's going to go back to the fullback dive, but the way his defense is doing, he's doing these man blitzes, and I'm just not getting the kind of play that I want. All right, so we're going to go into ace offset. We're going to come out of posts. There's smash actually. Do an inside zone. Come on, get in. God, this is so frustrating right now. I just want to go ahead and punch this ball in. And he had QB Steve defense right there. I should have jumped out of it. Man, I got to take the points. I know, you want to go for it right there. And this game is actually getting dragged out by this guy. He's going into the pause feature. I had to wait for that to develop. This game is just being a lot longer than it has to be because he's just dragging his game out. But I'll take the points. 6 points is good right there. So I did not get all of that ball right there. And he's able to go, I get a nice little turnover right there. And I think this guy's going to quit out after that. There's just no way if I get this ball that he's going to stay in this game. There you go. So Eberron's able to go and get a nice little completion right there, and we're just working the clock down against this guy too. There you go. So nice run, about time. Just getting good blocking and just able to hit the edge right there. And we're just going to keep taking this clock down as much as possible. And I lost connection to my peer. I guess he actually quit out against me. And able to go ahead and pick up a victory in my first game in Draft Champions against CJ126025. I don't know how good the guy was to play. I had a couple of interceptions against the guy right off from the very beginning, or a couple turnovers right away. And then that fumble just put this guy in a big hole. And I really couldn't bounce back after that. So able to go and pick up a draft championship with this Arizona playbook, and I'm really starting to like this nickel double A gap defense out of the Will 3 blitz. It just seems to have really easy setups, global setups. I can get pressure off the right, off the left, and then if I just keep hitting my opponent with a lot of zone coverage, and I got that wild card free safety or strong safety that I'm just running around with, I can make plays with them. So to my subscribers, I hope you guys appreciate this live gameplay with this Arizona playbook. I'll be rolling out some more schemes and more gameplay for you guys coming out soon. So thanks a lot for your support, and until next time.